Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and also smash that like button if you like the video and comment down below on some new ideas for me for new videos that would help you out. And let's get right at this video here. So in this video today, we're going to be showing you how to increase the performance on your computer just by adjusting the power settings, and also if you're using a laptop on ways that you can also save battery life or increase the performance of your laptop by sacrificing battery performance, of course. And so let's get right started at this here. So to start, you're just going to want to go down to the start button here. Click on that and then go to the settings right here. And then it's going to pull up this menu right here. And all you have to do is go to System. And then there's going to be an option right here that says Power and Sleep. So these two options right here is going to be how long, this one right here is named Screen. So in this option here, you can change how long you want your computer to go without inactivity. So say your computer's just sitting there, it's idling, you're not touching anything, you're not moving the mouse or nothing like that. So this is the amount of time you set here on how long it goes without inactivity and before it turns just the screen off. So just the screen is going to be turned off, the computer will still be active, and to re-wake the computer to turn the screen back on, all you have to do is just jiggle the mouse or touch the keyboard or something to get the screen to turn back on. That is the only thing that this is going to do. So if you're using a laptop, this is going to save your battery life, it's going to make your battery life last way longer just by turning this down to like a 10 or 15 minute interval here on when it turns the screen off. So after 10 or 15 minutes, then it will turn just the screen off. The laptop will still be active. It will still be on. All you have to do is just jiggle the mouse or the touchpad to wake it back up. On my computer, this is a desktop, so I have mine set to an hour. So after an hour, it will turn the screen off. And you also have a second option right here, that's sleep. I have mine set to never because I don't want my computer going to sleep. But that is totally a opinionated option here. You have all the same options. So say after 45 minutes or an hour or any of them for that matter, you can have your computer go to sleep. So you can have the display turn off after 10 or 15 minutes, and then after 30 minutes or 45 minutes, it will actually put your computer to sleep. And that when it's sleeping, especially a laptop, it's in an ultra low power state. So it's using a very minimal power to keep that computer alive, so that all you have to do is move the mouse to bring back up the lock screen on your computer. It is just a simple way to increase the battery life on a laptop or decrease the power use on a desktop. It's two simple ways that you can just change that stuff if you want to. So this will turn the screen off, and then this will put your computer to sleep. So those are ways that you can save energy and save battery power on your laptop. This is going to be a way next that I'm going to show you how to increase the performance on your computer just by a few quick steps. So in Windows here, in this same menu, all you have to do is come up here to the related settings tab right here and click on additional power settings. And then this is going to bring up the control panel power options. These are a little bit more in depth, and it will change the settings in your computer to different settings to increase the performance, and I can show you that stuff as well. So I have a Ryzen 5 3600X in my computer, so I have the AMD Ryzen options here. If you have a laptop, you're just going to see these options here: balance, high performance, and power saver. Or if you have just a basic pre-built computers or laptop or a pre-built HP or Dell computer that you bought from Best Buy or Walmart or this like stores like that, you'll just have these basic options here. If you have a custom PC or a high-end gaming laptop, you might have the Ryzen, and if you have a Ryzen processor, you will have these options here. I have a Ryzen core, so I have my power settings set to AMD Ryzen High Performance. But if you want to increase the power on a standard factory computer, you can just click on high performance right here, and it says favors performance, but it may use more energy. And that is the thing that we want to do. We want to increase the performance, so we're going to want to set this to high performance. And if you want to save battery easily without changing the power and sleep settings, like we did before, this option right here, power saver, is going to reduce the computer's performance where possible by saving energy. And if you want just a balanced system that is both power saving and performance enhancing, then the balanced option for Ryzen and the balanced option for Windows is a suitable option for that as well. And this will automatically balance performance with energy based on the consumption and your hardware use. And you can also change these settings right here by clicking on Change Plan Settings. And you can change these settings here like before, and you can change the advanced power settings as well. And that will bring up this menu right here, and you can customize these, all the same options right here, not like, so you don't have to go back to that other menu. And if you want to change the balance settings, we can change all these different settings here. The hard disk, so we can turn the hard drive off. If you do have a hard drive, and this I don't, I have a solid M.2 drive, NVMe, so I don't have to worry about this. But if you do have a hard drive, then you can set the hard drive to stop spinning or turn off. The hard drive will turn off after 20 minutes. And that if the computer's idling, or you're not using an external hard drive or an extra hard drive in your computer, if you have a custom built, then it will turn the hard drive off if it's not being used after 20 minutes. So if you're not accessing that hard drive, the hard drive will be turned off after 20 minutes. They have Internet Explorer options right here. The JavaScript timer frequency with just basic coding stuff that is set to maximum performance, as just it allows you to browse the internet a little bit faster without that lag on the power saving mode that would be there. And there's also a desktop background setting right here. If you have a slideshow as your screensaver or background in Windows, then the power saving mode will have this unavailable or disabled to save battery without having to change that background on the interval that you have set. You also have wireless adapter settings here, power saving mode. On the wireless adapter, if you're not using the internet or if you're not accessing the web, then it will actually turn off the wireless adapter. In this case, we have a balanced setting, so it's set under maximum performance. And for sleep after 120 minutes, so after an hour and a half, it will, or sorry, after 2 hours, I'm dumb, but after 2 hours, it will put the computer to sleep. There is also hybrid options as well. Hybrid options allows Windows to save your work. So it will save your work beforehand. So if you're working on a Word document or something, it will save your work and it will enter a low power state and you can resume almost immediately. And it will hibernate as well. And hibernation is basically even a lower power state than sleep. It just disables pretty much everything on your computer without shutting it down. And then you can enable wake timers as well, so it will wake under periods of time, important wake timers and stuff. Not really important. The USB settings as well, you can suspend the USB ports on the computer, and that will also, if you have something plugged in like a flash drive or your phone is charging or something, after the amount of time specified, it will shut that USB off. PCI Express for your graphics card on a desktop computer, on a custom computer if you have a graphics card. The link power state manager. This is going to regulate the power state of that hard drive. This right here is moderate power savings, is for a balanced system. Processor power management. This is going to access the actual power of the CPU in your computer, and you can change those settings right here. The cooling policy, processor rate, and minimum processor state. So if your CPU is under 5% load, then it will go into a power saving. If your computer is over or approaching 100% load, then it will be under a high power state. Displays, you can turn the display off after a certain amount of time. And multimedia, if you're sharing media, it will pause that, or it will prevent idling to sleep. And if you're playing back video or playing video, it will pause that video if you're in the power saving mode. So if you go to the high performance, then everything gets cranked up. Everything is automatically enabled. All your power management, the wireless adapter, background settings are all enabled, so you have full functionality of the computer. So this is where we're going to get a lot of the main performance enhancing settings. So if you want performance enhancing settings and you want everything to be active at all times, then high performance is the way to go. If you want power saving, then put it in power saver and it will disable stuff after a certain amount of time. And if you want balanced, then it will disable a certain number of things at a certain time. So not everything, but some things on the computer that don't need to be used or not accessed will be put to sleep. And if you have a Ryzen core, then of course you have these options here, which are the same thing, just a little bit more like Ryzen enhanced settings. And if you aren't happy with what current settings you have, you can restore the default settings right here by clicking this button. So that's pretty much it for the power plan settings. You can do a lot of stuff in like a custom built computer. You can change a lot of the main settings in for the CPU. If you have a Ryzen or an Intel, Intel has their own specialized software for that. Or if you have a GeForce or a NVIDIA or AMD graphics card, they also have their specific software to change those settings as well. And I will be going through that in a future video, so please stay tuned to that. And you can also create your own power plan right here. So you can create custom plans based off that. And you can start with an existing plan, and so that you have those the base settings, and then you can change those settings without changing the actual Windows settings. And that is pretty much all I have for this video. If you all liked the video, please smash that like button, of course. And if you can comment down below on something that you want me to go over, or if you want me to show you how to do, and if you aren't really sure how to do it and you want me to show you, and comment that down below, of course. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel. That will help me out a lot. And if you all liked this video, please stay tuned for future videos, of course. I tend to upload videos every Tuesday and Friday. If not, then it will be the day after. But with everyone's support, I will be able to push out videos more frequently with the more subscribers I get and the more likes that I get. So everything helps. Every like helps. Every subscription helps to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And you have no obligation to either. If you don't like the channel, then you can always unsubscribe later. But that is all I have for this video, and that is all I have for power settings today. I hope I helped a little bit at least on how to increase the performance of your computer and also how to decrease the performance to say battery on a laptop or a desktop. So I hope everyone has a good day, and peace out to everyone, and happy holidays, of course.